Good evening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share my entire perfume travel spray collection with you guys. I don't think I've ever shared with you my entire travel spray collection, so I thought this would be kind of a fun and short and quick video to go through. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. On this channel we do talk a lot about perfumes. If that's something that you like, I would love if you would consider subscribing. And with that out of the way, let's get started in today's video. Alright guys, so this is my little travel size collection. I thought this would make a really cute video idea because I haven't done a video just about my travel sizes, I think in a really long time, if not ever. So I just actually keep all of my travel sizes in this cute little crystal dish, which I actually got from the dollar store. You'd be amazed at the incredible cute things you can find at the dollar store. It actually came with a lid, but I don't have the lid, and I just thought it was the perfect little stand-up thing to keep my travel sizes in. I also think it's quite nice ASMR hearing the way the little containers clank together and the glass sounds hitting the sides of the dish. I just really like it. Every time I take something out or put it away, it just really pleases me. So I really like this little container. And this holds approximately, I would say, something like maybe 10 to 15 travel sprays, depending on how many you have. It's a little bit cluttered right now, so I think we'll just go through them one by one and I'll put them back in the container as we go. So sometimes I also keep little samples in this little container if they're samples of perfumes that I've been actively trying, that I've been thinking about bringing into my collection. So this one is actually by Jeroboam, and this is Insulo. It's a really nice kind of a musky vanilla perfume, and I've told you guys this before in other videos talking about this perfume, but it also has a little bit of what I feel is like a bakery kind of scent to it. So it's a very sweet, kind of a sugary vanilla. Reminds me a little bit of like an Indelt Tehoda, Fire at Will from Jovoy, things like that. But this one also kind of, to me, has just a touch of like, almost like a bakery dry down to it. I don't know how to explain it. Also a very dark juice. You can see that I've really been playing with it because the sample is almost gone. And this is one that I could see myself purchasing. I'm just not in a hurry to get it at the moment. But yeah, sometimes when I have these little samples that I'm just playing around with, they also stay with my travel sizes in that container, just so that I don't forget that they're there and I remember to use them. So we're just going to go in no particular order. This is Kayali Vanilla Royal Sugared Patchouli 64. This actually was the first version of this perfume, like the size that I bought when I was first testing it out, and I ended up loving it so much that, as you guys know if you watch my channel, I did end up purchasing a full bottle of this perfume. This one is, oh, this is incredible. This is an oud patchouli, like creme brulee, brown sugar, vanilla type of perfume. It's just so elegant and so opulent smelling. It smells rich, it smells luxurious, it smells like money, very sweet. Oh my gosh. I'm so in love with this perfume, you guys. I've told you this before. I could talk about this perfume till I'm blue in the face, but totally worth it. And I decided to keep the travel size even though I got a full bottle, because this is perfect, obviously, to bring with me in my suitcase or like for airway regulations. And I actually brought this with me as my last scent of my vacation, my last vacation scent, and it was just absolutely perfect. The weather was perfect for it. It was really luxurious. So yeah, really love this one and really happy to have travel size of that. The next one that we have is from Max Aroma, the decanters from Max Aroma, and this perfume is Orza from Tiziana Terenzi. I did have to label it myself, as you can see, because this decanter did not come with a label on it anywhere. That was my only beef with the Max Aroma decants. They're like a really nice decant. They're good quality. Obviously, as you can see, they're quite well made and the scents are legit, and they have really great prices on Max Aroma. However, I didn't like that there was no labels. The other thing, you have to be careful because when you pull it out, it tends to want to pull the whole thing out of the bottom, which is really annoying. So I always have to like fix it when I pull it out. But otherwise, it's a really nice decanter. And this I think I'm going to bring with me when I go on vacation next time. I did buy a full bottle of Orza. That's how much I love this one. This is what I would describe as kind of a fruit cocktail drizzled in caramel and vanilla. There's also a bit of a woody undertone. Oh, it's so beautiful. So when you first spray it and when you first smell it, it has a very strong kind of almost citrusy type of opening. It reminds me of the Herba Pura from Xerjoff, and it kind of just smells a lot like all the other Tiziana Terenzis, but once it dries down, it really becomes magic, and it's so beautiful with that caramel and that vanilla. Super, super addictive, you guys, and I'm definitely bringing this with me on vacation, which is why I kept the little decant instead of passing it on to a friend or selling it. We may as well stay with the same kind of family here. So this is another decanter that I have from Max Aroma. This is Telea from Tiziana Trenzi. Again, I had to label it myself. This one, sometimes the lid will come off properly like it did today, but sometimes it pulls the whole thing out. So they just didn't design them very well. It's a little bit annoying. Now, Telea, oh my gosh, you guys, the next time I splurge on an expensive niche perfume, this will be the one. My next expensive niche, like I mean really expensive niche, will be this one. I am going to be going down to LA, and I will be going to the Lucky Scent Boutique or Scent Bar to see what they have, and I'm going to smell a whole bunch of niche perfumes. So maybe I'll find one there that I want to buy anyways, but the next time I buy one that's like quite pricey from Tiziana Trenzi, this is going to be the one. This one is so beautiful. It smells very similar to Orza. When I was first debating, it was between this one and Orza. I didn't really know which one I wanted to get. And this one is similar to Orza, but it doesn't go in the warm caramel vanilla direction. This one has a little bit more of a floral component. It's a rose, pear, I can't remember what else is in here. There's rose and pear. It's a little more floral. It's a little more fruity. It's not like caramel vanilla. It's just super, super beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, you guys. I can't even tell you. You need to get your nose on this one. But I'm really happy that I have the full container, as you can see. I think this is it a 5 ml or an 8 ml decant? Anyway, this is going to last me for a really long time because this perfume is beast mode. And this is also going to come with me in my suitcase on vacation. And I'll probably just go back and forth between this and Orza. The next one that I have that I've actually worn through quite a fair ways is Sol de Janeiro's Sol Cheirosa 62. This is the perfume version. I also have the body spray version, but this one has just more body to it. It has more oomph to it, but it doesn't last a heck of a lot longer, if at all, more than the body spray. I really wanted the perfume version of this instead of just the body spray, but I didn't think it was worth investing in a whole bottle. However, I have worn through a lot of this, as you can see. So I'm not sure if I'll repurchase this when it's gone because it just doesn't have a lot of lasting power. And I feel like the body spray is better value for money considering the lasting power is so abysmal. But if you guys haven't smelled this before, this is like a caramel, vanilla, like almost beachy tropical smelling perfume. Yeah, I think there's also pistachio in here. It's just very nutty, very sweet, very warm, very cozy. Everybody seems to love this scent. Absolute man killer. I like to layer the body spray of the Sol Cheirosa 62 with the Coco Cabana or the 39. I like to layer those two together. And that scent combination is absolute man killer. It's really good for dates. But this is also really nice to take just by itself on vacations. That's why I also have the travel spray. I often will bring this with me on like weekend getaways. The next one that I have is actually from Royalty Scents. Now, update, I did actually discontinue my monthly subscription with Royalty Scents just because I found that because a lot of them were blind, I was ending up with a lot of decants that I probably wasn't going to wear. So it ended up being like $50 a month for 2 decants that most of the time just ended up sitting in a box somewhere and I wasn't going to wear them. However, this is one of the ones that I have been really enjoying and I've been contemplating getting a full bottle, but I don't want to rush into it. And the good thing about Royalty Scents is that I really like the packaging design. They're just designed really, really well. Compared to the Max Aroma, I like that you can just twist them up and twist them down. And they also have like a really nice atomizer, as you can see. And you do get quite a lot. So you get like an 8 ml and it lasts a really long time. And these ones are labeled, as you can see. So this is Tom Ford's White Suede. Now this one, you guys, is a really beautiful, kind of a clean, soft, feminine, comforting suede perfume. It's not super strong in the leather component. I think there's lavender in here. I think there's like thyme or something as well. It's almost a little bit herbal and it almost smells to me kind of like a suede fabric freshener or a suede laundry detergent. It just smells very clean and very crisp and beautiful. Makes me think of a crisp white t-shirt. It's something that I can see a woman wearing as a signature scent or to the office, just as an everyday kind of signature scent. It's just very beautiful and very soft and subtle and non-bothering. But this is one to check out if you guys haven't. So that is White Suede, and I've definitely been using this. I find I use it in the evening at home. I just find it very comforting, but it would also make a beautiful, like I said, everyday signature office kind of scent. The next one I have is an oldie but a goodie. This is Viva La Juicy from Juicy Couture. This is the Gold Couture. And if you guys don't know, know, this is my favorite Viva La Juicy fragrance. I actually have a full bottle of this, and it is one of my favorite like sexy date night perfumes. It's one that makes me feel very flirty, very playful. Boyfriend loves it. It's caramel, it's vanilla, it's berries. I think there's jasmine in here as well. Oh, this is a screw off top, and this is actually a roller ball. And actually this was gifted to me by a friend because she didn't think she was going to use it. And I use it like not very much, sparingly, just because I tend to go for my full bottle. But this is really good, I think, to pop in your bag if you were going to be going out for the evening and you wanted to freshen up later or you wanted to touch up. I just don't tend to bring this one out with me a lot. I don't go out a lot to begin with. But yeah, I just seem to grab my full bottle for this one, but I do really like it. And sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I'll just quickly like roll this behind my ear. But like you can see, I haven't used a whole lot of it, but still definitely one of my favorite scents. And yeah, happy to have that one. The next one I am actually wearing my way through quite quickly, and this one may be a contender for a full bottle. I've been telling you guys that for a long time. I just didn't want to rush into a full bottle if I didn't use up the 10 ml travel spray. So this is from Maison Margiela. This is Replica Coffee Break, and I absolutely love this scent, you guys. So this is a very cozy, warm, milky lavender coffee fragrance. Super relaxing for bedtime. It's kind of an interesting juxtaposition because it's coffee, but it's also lavender. So it's like wakes you up, but also puts you to sleep. I really like the style and the design of these Replica travel sprays. I just think they're very sleek and very elegant looking. And I love this scent. I think I will always love this scent. I wear this most often, I find, in the fall to early winter and usually to bed. That is when I tend to wear Coffee Break. Actually, my boyfriend really likes this one. I showed it to him and he thought it was quite nice. I don't know if he would wear it for himself, but he really liked it. And it's kind of almost a cologne-y smelling type of thing because that lavender in there lends it to being a little more masculine. So I think it's something I could definitely see him wearing, or a man in general wearing. But I also really like that it has that cozy, sweet, kind of milky vanilla coffee in there. Yeah, wow. It's just really good. I don't know how anybody cannot like Coffee Break. I don't know how anybody cannot like Coffee Break. So yeah, I have really been using this like a lot. You can see I've put a huge dent in here, and when I use this up all the way, I will probably get a full bottle because I think it's worth it to me. I think I would use it enough that it's full bottle worthy. The next one is another Kayali perfume. This is Vanilla 28. Look at how nice and dark that juice is. So this I actually purchased because I wanted to take this with me along with the Vanilla Royal Sugared Patchouli on my vacation, so that I had two different perfumes because they're actually really beautiful layered together. Not only that, but I was thinking to myself, what if for some reason I got sick of the Vanilla Royal Sugared Patchouli and wanted just something a little softer or a little more sweet? I thought maybe I would go with this one, but that didn't happen. I ended up loving the Royal Vanilla Sugared Patchouli. But the two of them layered together are phenomenal. And this is also just a perfume that I find I reach for a lot. It's one of my most reached for perfumes. And so when I go away on the weekends, I like to bring this with me as well, so I have it to reach for without having to bring a full bottle. But yeah, you guys know what Kayali Vanilla 28 smells like. I'll just show you the atomizer. They have such beautiful atomizers. It's more beautiful on the big bottle. It has this very specific sound to it when you push down their atomizers. Oh my gosh, just don't even get me started. It's so beautiful. It's sweet, it's vanilla, it's brown sugar. There's ambery, woody notes in here as well. I think there's a little bit of orchid, which makes it a little more feminine and floral and sweet. And I just love it. I think you can't go wrong. So okay, and the last travel size, I almost forgot about this because I just bought it the other day from Sephora, and it's been sitting on my shelf with all of my other large bottles because it's kind of substantial and large, and I didn't really think it would fit in with my other small ones. I think it just looks better sitting on a perfume tray or on a shelf as opposed to my little container. So this is another one from Tom Ford. And this one, you guys, is called Effing Fabulous. So obviously it's the full word, but it's called Effing Fabulous. And wow, does this thing actually smell fabulous, you guys? Oh, wow. So this is a perfume that I've smelled before a couple times, actually. It was not new to me. I had smelled it before at a Tom Ford counter at like Neiman Marcus and other places, and it just never really jumped out at me. It was okay, but I just never really gave it much of a second thought. Coming back to it this time at Sephora, because they finally got it at my local Sephora, I just fell in love with this, you guys, and I don't even know what the notes are. Maybe I'll look them up here, but okay, I'm not even sure how to describe it. Sometimes I find it's better not to even look up notes because sometimes it'll alter how you feel about a perfume. To me, this smells like it has mineral notes in it. It smells mineral, kind of aromatic, a little bit spicy, woody. Maybe like there's oud. I think maybe there's oud in here. Maybe. And it just kind of reminds me a little bit of Tom Ford's Oud Wood and also Oud Mineral, which I love. I love those two fragrances from Tom Ford. My boyfriend also loves them. He's owned both of them. He still has Oud Wood. I love like ombre leather, Tuscan leather, Oud Wood. To me, Tom Ford just makes some of the best masculine smelling fragrances, and this is no exception. This one's kind of masculine, but I think it's a perfect middle ground. It's a very interesting, unique smelling perfume that I think men and women equally could wear. It's not as bold or intense or strong as something like Oud for Greatness, and it's not as obviously masculine as something like Oud for Greatness. This one I feel would be a great layering perfume, and when I wear this, I've worn it a couple times now, and when I wear this, I feel just like I smell amazing and expensive. The lasting power on this is not as intense as I would like it to be. It's not bad, but it's not super, super intense. I sprayed it all over my winter coat, and that really only lasted for like maybe a day or two. Whereas I know I have other perfumes that if I sprayed on my winter coat would last like for eternity. This one wasn't eternal. But wow, it just smells so good, and it's such a good layering perfume, I think. I think you could wear whatever normal feminine perfume you have on. Just add a couple sprays of this just for an added something different. And I just think it smells really unique and expensive. I feel like you smell like dollar signs. And I showed this to my boyfriend. He actually likes it so much, he's going to buy himself a bottle. I offered to give him this one, but he said he'll just get himself a bottle. So yeah, great for both, great for men and women alike. Absolutely love it. And that is my last travel size. That is Tom Ford Effing Fabulous. Worth every penny. Smells so good. So you guys, that's it for my travel size perfume collection. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.